Tonight, we meet the architect of a groundbreaking plan to get the United States completely off oil and coal sooner than ever imagined.
The Earth has warmed by about 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Well over half of that warming has happened in the last 50 years.
In America, our aging, dirty, and insecure power system has to be replaced anyway by 2050.
Innovator Amory Lovins has a plan which could get America off dirty energy in the next 35 years.
Unleash market forces that will drive even deeper reductions through innovation and investment.
Not just technology and policy, but also design and business strategy.
Although congressional gridlock is holding the United States back from more new clean advances.
Is it fair to say that the administration's political goal here, economic goal, is to eliminate coal power from the U.S. economy?
Absolutely.
We will drill here and drill now, and now's when you chant, drill, baby, drill.
The reason we've been calling this a war on coal is because that's exactly what it is.
For the sake of our family's health and for our kids' future, we have a moral obligation to act on climate.
Last year, 36% of all new electric capacity came from solar. Wind energy generated 4.4%, and corporations are taking notice.
The companies will build an $850 million solar energy farm in California.
George Washington University and American University to buy more than half their power from 3 solar power farms.
Already in about 20 states, private installers will come put those cheap solar cells on your roof.
Experts predict the cost of solar power will drop 40% over the next 3 to 4 years.
With no money down and beat your utility bill.
We have to decide as a country that we want to be clean. It can be done.
Well, let's set our sights higher than a single oil pipeline.
Lovins also agrees building new oil pipelines like the Keystone XL is not a solution to energy independence.
Our economies still run primarily on fossil fuels, and trying to change that will require strong leadership and intense cooperation.
Let's build the Keystone Pipeline.
We do not have to choose between a healthy environment and a healthy economy.
And the long transition is already well underway.
Amory Lovins joins us tonight. He is the chief scientist and co-founder of the Rocky Mountain Institute. Mr. Lovins, tell me about design. When you said in that soundbite, we can do it with design. What did you mean by that? And good to have you with us tonight.
Thanks for having me. Well, design is about how you put technologies together to achieve your purpose. So I live, for example, in a house up in the Rockies where it used to go to minus 47F on occasion. We're now harvesting our 58th banana crop with no furnace, and it was a little cheaper to build that way, because we built in so much insulation and super windows and other efficiency that it got rid of the heating system, saving enough capital costs to pay for the efficiency with a little money left over. There's now over 30,000 houses in Europe that do that. You can do the same kind of thing in big buildings. In fact, our new office going up nearby will be about twice as efficient as the most efficient new office in the country was 4 years ago, and still have a business case and not need any central heating or cooling equipment.
So how do we accelerate this? How do we, is it just public knowledge? Is it investment? What is it?
Well, all of the above. We need more people to realize this is possible, not just in buildings that use 3/4 of our electricity, but in vehicle design and in industry. And then once the designers have the skill and the customers know they can do it, we need to clear away some obstacles, like the way in most states we reward utilities for selling you more energy and penalize them for cutting your bills, so we get the opposite of what we want. The way we pay architects and engineers for what they spend rather than what they save. So there are a lot of barriers we need to bust, probably 60 or 80 of them, that can be done in the private sector or at a state level or at a federal level. There's a lot of different ways to get things done in our rich federal structure.
You have got a long-term plan, and so give us a snapshot of what you think our country's going to look like when it comes to alternative energy in 5 years, 10 years.
Well, already in much of the country, and within 5 or 10 years in essentially all of the country, solar and wind will beat your utility bill. And so with a huge change is coming at the utility industry. Basically, 21st century technology and speed are colliding head on with 20th and 19th century institutions, rules, and cultures. There's a similar revolution happening in transportation. We're moving from what we call pigs to seals, that is from personal internal combustion gasoline, steel-dominated, heavy vehicles, to shareable electric, autonomous, lightweight service vehicles. That will revolutionize how we get around, and new ways of designing our communities mean we won't need to get around so much to get access to where we want to be, because we'll already pretty much be there. And this, of course, will increase profits for developers and reduce tax costs for infrastructure. Now, in industry, it's the same thing. We're wringing a lot of waste out of the system. We recently, for example, helped.
The future is great. We got to run here. Mr. Lovins, this is fascinating. I love the subject. It's what we got to be doing as a country and as a globe. I appreciate your time tonight. We'll visit again. Thank you.